Do you need to be a firm leader to earn your dog's respect? Or is a loving relationship all it takes? Whatever your approach to dog training, here are 8 signs it worked, and your dog looks up to you. Before we start, remember to subscribe to our canine loving community for more top tips on your dog's psychology. Number 8. No fear. Some people mistake fear for respect in dogs, but they couldn't be more different. A dog that truly respects you isn't shrinking away, avoiding eye contact, or tucking their tail. Instead, they move with confidence, trust, and a sense of security around you. Fearful dogs may obey out of anxiety, but a respected owner earns their dog's cooperation through trust, not intimidation. So what does respect without fear actually look like? A dog that respects you will have a loose, relaxed body posture. Their movements are fluid and natural, showing they feel safe and at ease around you. When dogs respect you, they also seek your presence without hesitation. They might lean against you, place a paw on your lap, or rest their head on you. Not out of neediness, but because they enjoy your company. They also initiate play by bowing, bouncing, or bringing you a toy. Playfulness isn't just fun. It's a sign they see you as a trusted leader, someone they can engage with freely. Compare this to fear. A dog that fears their owner may freeze, cower, avoid eye contact, or show stiff, hesitant movements. They're not choosing to be with you, they're trying to avoid doing something wrong. A dog that respects you follows your lead because they feel safe with you, not because they're afraid of what might happen if they don't. Number 7. Saying please. Some very respectful dogs ask for permission before doing something. It might seem like a very small thing, but it shows how much faith they have in you to have their best interests at heart. Rather than fearing stepping out of line because of negative reinforcement or just doing what they want without paying attention to boundaries, your dog looks to you for guidance. They might sit by their food bowl and wait for you to give the signal for them to eat. Or they'll sit by the open door and wait for your okay before they step outside. They might even look at you before playing in the dog park. Not because they're scared of being away from you, but because they want to know they've earned a fun reward. Number 6. They're all ears. Looking at you to ask permission also leads to our next sign of respect. Many dog trainers think that fear-based training is key for dogs to learn respect behavior because it forces obedience. A shock collar, for example, causes discomfort through both the noise and the electric shock, so your dog avoids the behavior that sets off the horrible experience. Tap a button and your dog listens. Unfortunately, as soon as the shock collar's off, most dogs just continue ignoring you. Respectful dogs listen because they want to. Rather than listening out of fear, they enjoy being around you. Even in highly distracting situations, like a fun game at the dog park, part of their attention is on you because you're the most fun thing around. They also know that the more they listen to you, the more they're rewarded with more good things. The best form of respect goes both ways. In return for your care, your dog gives you their loyalty. Number 5. Trusting you with resources. Many dog owners report approaching their dog's food bowl and earning a warning growl. Resource guarding is scary and never good to encourage, but it's a very natural behavior in dogs. Even pooches who haven't had a history of missing out on food, water, or toys can get possessive of their belongings. In a bid to teach respect, a lot of dog owners make the mistake of taking treats or toys away from their dogs to teach them who's in charge. But this can backfire. The dog might become more protective of treats around their owners because they know they'll lose out if they don't protect what's theirs. A truly respectful pooch won't mind if you get close to their food bowl, whether they're eating or not. They trust that you're not going to take their food off them, so they don't need to guard it from you. Number 4. The Boop Master. Doggy noses are irresistible. Applying a gentle boop to that damp snoot is fun for a lot of dog owners, but many dogs don't actually enjoy it. Their nose isn't just sensitive when it comes to their sense of smell. It's also a very delicate part of their body because it's filled with nerve endings. Since their nose is so sensitive, many dogs find it disconcerting to let anyone touch it. Not only do they have to be comfortable with your hand up close to their face, but there's no small amount of trust they put in you to not hurt their snoot. If they're relaxed and happy, they trust you more than anything else. It might not be a sign of respect in the traditional sense, but it is a good sign of your dog's trust and loyalty to you. On the other hand, if your dog is tense and avoiding eye contact, it's a good sign they don't want their nose touched at all. They might tolerate it because they love you and don't want to upset you, but they don't like it. While this doesn't mean they don't trust you, a fearful reaction doesn't necessarily mean they respect you either. Number 3. Touch their paws. Another very sensitive spot is your dog's paws. Like their nose, their feet are important for survival. They help them get around quickly and pick up vibrations from the earth, such as approaching footsteps or even earthquakes. Their paw pads are also filled with nerve endings and are sensitive to certain things like excessive heat, cold, or human touch. A lot of dogs pull away when you touch their feet. When they do let you touch their paws, they might avoid eye contact or lick their lips because they're not completely comfortable with you touching them. This doesn't mean they don't trust or respect you. It's just a natural instinct for them to protect their paws, especially if they really don't want their claws clipped. But some dogs are more than happy to offer their paw on command or let you touch them. As long as they're relaxed when you touch their paws, you know they're completely comfortable with you. Number 2. Content when alone. It might seem strange to think of your dog as content when they're alone. They are pack animals after all, and even the less social puppies thrive when they're with their most trusted people. But compared to the dogs who suffer from social anxiety when their owner leaves, your pooch's habit of snoozing the day away is a good thing. Sure, it might make you worry that they don't actually love you, especially if they greet you with a slow, sleepy walk or a long stretch. Didn't they miss you at all? But your dog is showing you a great deal of respect. They're telling you that they're confident in themselves, their bond with you, and your schedule to know that you won't forget about them. Number 1. Respecting your space. Not jumping up at you or being overexcited when you return isn't a bad thing either. For most dog owners, there's nothing better than seeing their pooch racing down the hallway at full speed in greeting. In their excitement, they jump up and almost bowl you over or pull at your clothes to get your attention. It's a fun greeting, but is it really respectful? Would a guest be comfortable with such an eager display of excitement from your dog? Surprisingly, the most respectful pooches are the ones who are less excited to see you. Don't worry, they're no less happy that you're back. They just greet you and guests calmly. Some dogs might even look at you for permission before greeting a guest or a stranger on the street. These good manners are demonstrated in the rest of their behavior too. They won't pull on the leash, or they'll wait patiently for their dinner without barking or jumping up to make you move faster. Want to know more about why dogs get overexcited and what it has to do with you? Check out this video to learn all about your dog's zoomies.